face off. We're gonna talk your face off. We're gonna talk your face off. Talk your face off. To talk your face off. Talk your face off. Talk your face off. Talk your face off.
Yo, what's happening, guys? Welcome to another Talk Your Face Off. This one we're doing without the Pobs. He's has an anniversary today, and he didn't think his wife would want him to do a show.
That's good. That's a good decision.
Smart. If he wants to keep doing RC, that's a good. I mean, you got to fall in line at times. So he's off with his better half, and we have Jeff Brown with us today from Reaction RC, and we're going to talk about RCs and the Gauntlet. In particular, 2025 Gauntlet, because it's how many days away?
Less than 60 days.
Woo. I just dropped my phone. I'm trying to pull it back up here. I'm legit on the floor. Bounced as we were talking. Bunch of people in here already waiting. Let's do a quick read off of some of them, and then we'll get going. Hey, if you guys have questions about the Gauntlet that you want answered and you're in here right now, go ahead and drop them in the comments. We're going to be trying to keep our eye on the comments and answer questions. I see Dave Walters in here already.
Yep.
Racing Case 87, John Martin, RCs, Race RC Adventures.
Go Mango.
Oh, is he in here? Go Mango, Double AD, RC Jeep Guy. I think I got your number 2, North Rock Brian, Super One Handed, Movie Mon. Gonna miss some for sure. Double A Day, because I'm kind of scrolling fast. That's to name a few. Go man, go. He's in here. All right, it's gonna be here before you know it. So if you don't have your builds ready, just go ahead and get them ready. I had to. I got my Rift back in order after I destroyed it, sending it to the moon, and then I had to have it rewelded, which has been done, and new shocks put on, and yeah.
Jeez, oh Pete's.
Yeah, I made a steel cage, but we had some work. The last bash was kind of mean, but it's ready for the King of Rocks. Is that what you call it? King of Rocks. Okay, so it's ready for that. All right, so Jeff, why don't you give us a little bit of a rundown about the Gauntlet? This is going to be my 5th year going.
Yeah, you moved in 2021,
and I've been to every one. I've been 21. To every one because I just moved in August and I came in September. So I came to 2021.
Right. Because I delivered you the off-road buggy at
this was my 5th one. Yeah, you did bring me the off-road buggy. That's right. And I never used it. And I don't remember what I think I sold
You didn't even build it. I don't think.
I think I had, I might have had somebody build it. But I didn't drive it. I think I sold it in the box actually. For a steal. Somebody got it for a song. But anyway. How was the dunes? We will talk about the dunes. My new favorite place in the world. Kind of. But first we're going to talk about the Gauntlet.
Was that your first time to the dunes?
First 3 times. I've gone quite a bit. I almost went again today.
Man.
Because I went on Sunday and I missed Blake Wilkie and all those guys were up there after the Dirt Fest. The Midwest Dirt Fest was in Stanton, and they all came on Sunday. But I was there too early, and we were going to friends. They were renting a house for the week, and so we went to Upper Silver Lake, and we left the dunes, and then they all showed up, and they were tearing it down, jumping them, and looking freaking rad. All of them, every single one from out west was there. Heat waves. Yeah, but the Eisenhower brothers were there in the old school heat wave, the newer version. I mean, it was, and they were there today, and I missed it. I should have gone today. Anyway, Gauntlet. This is gonna be my 5th year.
Yeah, well, 9th annual. And
wow, so I've come to quite a few then.
Yeah,
this would be more than half.
Yep. Once again, NSDRC back again as the title sponsor. They've been great. I think they first came on board in 2020.
Yeah.
And and then a couple years ago, they asked how to step it up, and I was like, I got an option for you.
Nice.
But yeah, we got sponsors coming on board. For this
And they're
year
the
we
ones
got
that put
some.
down for the King of Rocks as well, right? That's their event too, right? Or no? Or that
No,
changes.
no.
Well,
When
actually,
they
because that was
when
Beef
they
Tube last
transferred
year.
to when they switched to title sponsor, I asked him, but he's like, no, if somebody else wants, just open it up. So
Yeah. Okay, that's right. Because the first time they were.
right,
Yep.
yeah, and they gave away servos and stuff to the winners, and
Which they needed because guess what I broke on my first one? First King of Rocks.
but and we got new sponsors this year. Triel's on board, first time ever. Cow RC is on board. And we got a lot of returning sponsors. Family RC, of course. Uh,
Reaction
man,
RC.
yeah, me. Reaction RC. Ryan will be back. RC Addict and
He has a
whatnot.
huge setup that
Uh,
he comes in with.
oh yeah.
Yeah,
He
Helios
asked for more.
and
He asked for more space this year. I'm like,
really?
oh, great.
Well, maybe
I,
because everything when it got so wet at Beat the Creek, it expanded.
I I got to get down and talk to Dave, and even though it's 2 months away, it's like we need to start taking measurements, make sure.
Right? That's cool. So you got food trucks coming.
Yeah, the two trailers from last year are coming. The cotton candy and shaved ice cream is coming.
Oh,
We're working
additional?
on and what?
That's additional. Those weren't there last year, were they?
Yeah, they were.
Oh,
They were out past the trailer, the food truck trailers. They're in like
okay.
pink and blue tents.
Oh, okay.
There's a photo post on the Facebook page.
Okay. We'll be pulling that up in a second.
Yeah. But yeah,
I
then
didn't leave our section much.
we're working on a second one, possibly a brick oven pizza trailer. So
Oh man, that'd be so good. That'd be so good. I'm gonna bring less food this time because I want to eat at them this time.
yeah, for sure.
That's half the fun of it, and I forget that sometimes. And I'm like, but I brought all this food. I'll leave my coolers for drinks and stuff. But yeah, so it looks like Laura Elizabeth is here. Chad Douglas says hello, yo yo yo, and yeah. So
Course,
let's give
we
a
got
rundown. The
we got to
event,
thank we
the
got first
dates.
of all we got to thank Dave Walter, of course, and
Oh,
Walter RC Park.
biggest sponsor, property
Yeah,
owners.
yeah.
Yes,
It's like hey, thanks for letting us take over your property.
dude, and we do like a ton of the property.
Oh, he loves it.
Yeah. I mean the camping again. If you, that's my favorite part is that so many people stay, and so it's an all day, all night. I mean, we're shutting it down at like 2 a.m. Some of us.
I remember 3 years ago having a talk with Dave Walters, about the camping and this and that, and I had a feeling the event was going to be bigger, and and we were talking about clearing the field, and he wasn't sure, and I said, nope, we're moving it up front.
Yeah.
Man, everybody was like, oh my gosh, da, 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 da. Now everybody loves it.
Yeah. Yeah. We run my kids, at least. I didn't get to this year. The first year I ran on the off road course, but this year I didn't get to. But this year I will be bringing a basher for the Ring of Fire, a bigger one. I'll
Yeah,
probably
I
bring
want to
like
see
an
a
X
lot
Max.
more. I want to see a lot more trucks for the Ring of Fire. Now that it's the second year,
And I was
I
hitting that
think
ramp the other day with the X Max, and it's full send off that thing, man. So yeah,
maybe I'll order some cheap buggy or whatever to send through it on 6S or something.
yeah, dude. John Martin's right. That's right. 3 a.m. on the oval. Oh, don't bring up the oval. Sore subject still. uh, my my dirt bike got sent off the course and it hit one of the corners and went into a truck off of the course. So yeah. But anyway, let's go with the rundown of the schedule. I'm going to pull up the
Yeah,
page
I
here.
posted some stuff today. Remember, the entry this year is $35. per person, and that gets you into all the events. Now, if you run a second truck or whatever or more in the comp portion, then there's an additional fee. If you're just coming to hang out, it's
Right.
$35.
Yep.
Must have a bracelet on hand, on your wrist, for insurance reasons for Walters. Kids 12 and under are free, and they'll still get a bracelet and stuff.
Oh yeah, I do remember these tents actually. This is the one you're talking about, cotton candy and snow cone.
Yeah.
Yep. I was thinking trucks, the food trucks when we were thinking, but yeah, they did have the tents right next to it. I
Yep.
do remember that setup now. All right, so schedule. That's what you're saying. $35 a class, 12 and under free, camping free Friday and Saturday night. Generators required. You don't have to have one, but you can't plug into power there. So if you
Right.
want power, you got to bring your own power.
Yeah,
There's
exactly.
batteries or whatever, generators. No personal campfires. That's a big one. Bring trash bags, all of that. They do have a dumpster there that people are putting their trash into. That
Yeah.
thing was full last
Yeah.
year.
And since Dave is here, he does have trash barrels, and I'll make sure those are, I'm gonna talk with them and maybe put them in like 2 or 3 or 4 areas, and then I'll go around and empty them periodically and whatnot.
Okay.
So
But don't bring the bag of trash and just stick it in that and be lazy. Take it to the dump.
yeah, I mean, yeah,
Like,
if you have a
use that for
33
like
gallon,
if you just ate something, you have a wrapper in your hand, put it in the trash barrels. Don't bring your crap and put it in the barrels.
yeah, 33-gallon trash bag is like boop. It's like, really?
Yeah, no, take it to the dumpster. People mover running to the woods, golf carts, side by sides, four wheelers allowed, but there is a no dust speed limit. That's not a speed, it is a no dust. It's kind of like no wake. Whatever speed that is for your boat, you do it. For this,
Yep.
there's a no dust speed limit, so don't be kicking up tons of dust.
Yeah, I mean, obviously there's going to be a bit,
Little.
but yeah, it's just like, not, just
We don't
and
want clouds. Like if we can't see you through the dust, too much.
well, and if it's kicking up that much, typically you're probably going too fast.
That's what I'm saying. That's the no
Yeah,
dust
so
speed. Yeah. We can't see you, tone it down. All right, so gates open at 10 a.m.
yep,
Gotta have a wristband.
yep,
The trails are opening on Friday, and they did last year as well.
yeah, it's pretty
'Cause
much
there's
like last
50
year.
gates. Yep.
A couple minor changes, but nothing to worry about. But the schedule of events, we put those in the registration grab bags as well. Save the image to your phone as well. That way, it's right there for you, in case, the paper gets lost and stuff. So,
Yep. King of Rocks 3 to 5. We got the 124th and 118th comps coming at 4 to 6. Then Purgatories from 7 to 10. And then Night Crawl. That's they have so many cool lights and stuff out there that the Walters have worked on putting up. And now with the
I,
big smiley face on the 18th.
oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
So epic.
And I think Jeff's been doing some work on the front course. It's changing.
Dude, when I went up there last time, they had a whole bunch of new stuff
Right.
stacked up.
Yeah. I know like a couple months ago they had the front loader out there and just moving stuff.
Yeah. Is there going to be Ring of Fire that night? I don't see that listed. Is that just during the night crawl stuff?
Yeah, the
There'll
night
be?
crawl
Okay.
stuff.
So come nighttime, they'll be doing it. That was
Oh,
a blast.
you'll know when it's on.
Oh man, yeah. Yeah, it's a big flame going on. All right, so any comments or questions? People are saying pizza is my favorite late night snack. I do love me a pizza.
Now, I believe the Walters have, like, as far as the dirt tracks and dust and stuff, I believe there's a hose right there. So, I mean, if you guys are running, and you just kind of want to mist it or whatever, just hook it up, spray it
Yeah,
down.
yeah, on the dirt tracks, yeah.
Yeah. That way it's not, blowing too much, depends on what the wind's doing, of course, but
And racing case 87. I think in 2023 I made dust walking.
or farting, I don't know.
Right. Dude, 2023, that was when we had the small crawler course. Rick's went up in the front, and there was so much dust. But that was mainly the dirt track there. So many people running on that in 2023, and we were all covered in, all of us, because the wind was blowing
Right.
toward the mini comp and all of the dust from that. So all the mini guys were going over there and watering the track for them.
Yeah. I took a vacation that weekend. I went on hiatus and, you know, the hospital resort.
Oh, so that was 2022 then that we were over there. So because 2023, so last year was 24. So 20, okay, so we were on that side. No, that was okay. So that's the wrong year.
Oh,
It was
okay.
2022 that we got dusted really
Yeah,
bad.
you got super
But you
dust
did
because
take a hiatus.
you were out there where the Ring of Fire is now.
Yes, yes. And King of Rocks and all that. Yeah. Yep. It was cool, but what a mess. What a mess. It actually works better where it is now. Both of the last two spots have actually been really good. But JMRC guilty. That's the front track. Yes, Laura. So the gauntlet starts at 9 a.m. Saturday, and that's a separate area.
No,
But
there
that's in
is a
the same
change.
area it was before, but or no.
No. Like last year, I was just going to say
Yeah,
there's
it's
a
just
change.
separate from the trails, the open trails.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So, and it's going to be, we're moving stuff, to separate it more. And
With
because
obvious.
we're going to do the 6 trails like last year and such, and we might go further back into the woods, and
Okay.
spread them out. And I
For
mean,
the
because a lot of people don't know, that there's 60 acres of woods. I think we use half maybe.
wow.
So, um, and that's brings me to the next point. Now we'll set flags and stuff and set some trails recommended to, follow and and whatnot. But feel free to, wander out, and check out other areas and make your own
Just
little
crawl,
path.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, just
That's
and
old
that's the
school trail running right there, right? Just blazing a trail and finding it and looking for hard lines.
yeah,
Like when
exactly.
we go up there just on a regular day, I'm like, okay, I can see where the gates were, but I'm gonna take the hard way to that. Like
Sure.
just cause. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we try to integrate
Between
stuff
gates.
into the trails, but
Yeah.
if there's an obstacle that you see that you want to do, there's nobody stopping you.
Right. Yeah. That's the thing. The gates give you kind of a path to meander, but it's like, but between those gates, you can still make crazy lines. You don't have to stay on the path. Like if there's crazy through the trees, whatever, like try and walk it up and down through a tree, like two trees together.
Right.
That's what we
It
do when we're out there. We're just like, oh, this looks like it'd be cool. And we just go for it.
Yeah, and what's nice, the trails basically it gives you a start point and an end point, and it'll loop you back around, and that way you're not like lost in the woods. So,
Yep.
but yeah, I mean, if you want to veer off course, do it.
Yep.
We
Truck
encourage
Tech
it.
Joe, welcome. Hard lines and mud pits. Yeah, during the spring when we were there was definitely some mud. You go on those trails off to the right, it gets muddy in the back.
Yeah.
Um, these
Dave
old flap
Walter
and
called
lip
me.
can't wait to go.
Dave Walter called me a couple weeks ago or so, and they had the mini excavator out there, and they were kind of tilling up, like the purgatory area, and they're starting to, rearrange some stuff, and um, and I think they were building, working on some new features, and I got to get out there with some of my guys. We want to help out and build some, some new obstacles maybe and stuff. Just give it a little facelift and something fresh.
Yeah. Yeah, that truck run that they've got where you climb up on the truck and all that, that was tough. I feel like they flipped the direction of it that you approach it from, and it was like, whoa.
There used to be an area, like when you first, because how like there's that path when you go straight back, and and there's kind of like a left woods and a right woods. There used to be an area right there that they used to make into a mud pit, and I'm thinking to see if we can flood that
Oh,
this year. So
that'd be fun.
just little things,
Yeah, like old school mud pits where
Yeah.
that was my favorite thing back in the day with the old RC Spark stuff is they just run their like brushed crawlers through stuff and they'd smoke tires or smoke motors and it was just nuts. But that's now we've got dedicated mud trucks with crazy power and all that. But man, you just throw your crawler down in mud pits. That's what we used to do, and in water and whatever, and we'd go crazy. So truck and Corvair, he says. What
Another
other
news.
details do people need to know if they're coming for the first time? Definitely don't arrive before 10 Friday.
Right.
Park in the
Oh,
order that you come, so try to arrive with your gang.
right. If you want to be by some friends, then you find a meetup spot
Yep.
and then you roll in together, because we just roll them in. We don't, say you go here, you go there. It's
It's
like
like when you show up to an event and they're using the things and they're marking you in.
right.
Here's your spot, and just
Exactly.
keep it moving. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, because if you start trying to save spaces for people, you don't save enough or you save too much, and then the parking becomes a nightmare. So, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's the biggest thing. And then, wristbands on, must be registered, I mean, and
Go to
if need,
registration before you start driving RC cars.
yes.
Any on the property, not trails, not
Yes.
whatever. Like if you're driving it at your site, you should have a wristband on.
Yes, because it's all for insurance for
All
the
about
property.
insurance. Yep.
Well, and that's why on Friday, I mean, the trails last year, it was the first year to open the trails on Friday, and but that's why the gates open at 10. Registration doesn't start till 1, because it's like, okay, park your stuff and get in registration line.
Yep.
And it moved really quick. It was never. I mean, yeah,
And
occasionally
they
like
just
10.
moved the gates opening earlier because people were getting there so early anyway.
Oh
So
yeah,
that's
yeah, yeah.
like, all
Well,
right,
so
let's start letting
now,
people in, but it's not like don't be running yet.
well, we go down now Thursday morning. So
Yeah.
we're there, and and that way Friday comes, and where it's just kind of like, okay, we'll turn the open sign on at 10 a.m.
Yep. Yep. Tough truck challenge. That's right, Axial 32. That's what the old videos were. Okay, so then they roll in 10, but really until you have the wristbands, you shouldn't be driving them. So just get your stuff charged, get it out, get your table set up, get it ready to
Yeah,
roll.
yeah. I mean, you could set up your camp and whatnot, and there's going to be a lot of time.
Yeah.
I mean, I
Plenty
think
of
some
RC
people
time.
even take a break. It's like, okay, we were just in the woods for like 2 hours, or
Oh
whatever.
yeah. Yep. Yeah, because half of it's hanging out too with people. So
Absolutely.
getting to know new people and then hanging out and I can't make it two things like because I'm trying to get to somewhere. I'm like, I'm gonna go over there. Well, along the way, 5 people will stop you and talk to you, or you'll see people that you want to meet and you'll go talk to them, or they'll have a cool car. You don't even want to meet them, but they have a cool car and you can't not say something, right? So you go over there and you're like, dude, what is that thing? And how'd you build that? Next thing you know, it's like the people that you're
Yeah.
supposed to meet somewhere else are like, where are you at? I'm like, sorry, I got stopped like 3 times because there was this really cool RC.
Yeah,
And I had to,
there's guys with stuff for trade, for sale, and there's some sweet stuff. The show and shine, gets bigger, and it's like, man, there's some killer stuff that you got to check out. I mean,
yep.
and now we got Brian Kochner saying that he's not going. I thought you were working on that.
We get them too dirty here for him. I showed all the videos of my sand dune rigs in the back of my truck, and he's like, dude, clean those things. You're a bad parent, RC parent or whatever. I don't remember exactly what he said, something to that effect. And it's because I'd just taken it out like the day before. And yeah, so it's like I knew I was going to the sand dunes. Why would I clean it down when it's gonna get dusty the next day.
Right.
Like I knew it was going back to get dusty.
Maintenance can be performed once the damage is fully done.
Yeah, once I know I'm done with the sand dunes, I'll clean it. But I'm going back there again. Now I got paddle tires on the heat wave truck, so look out.
You're so
They don't
far
really fit.
away. You're so far away, Brian. Come on.
Texas isn't that far. We've had people come from further. Harley's going to come, right? From
We had a guy. We
California.
had a guy
So.
from Hawaii. I mean, come on. Now he was in town for a family wedding or something or whatever. But hey, he went to the Gauntlet.
Truck Tech Joe, I finally found you guys. Remember, I bought you guys those little signs, those special edition cut signs. I brought them to your site, but it was on the way out. I don't even know where the sites are. Some of them, like, so because my campsite that past year was kind of in the middle. I would go from that to the 24 comp and then toward the tracks, right? And so I didn't even get out that last year back in, and that's not true. Jeremy, we went out and helped the guy from Triel, Jeremy Burris.
Yeah,
the guy with Triel. And he fell down in the middle of the night, like slipped because it was getting so. And the dew was insane. And anyway, so that's the first that I'd gone in that way. Somebody came and got us.
He's gonna have a trail tent this year, I believe.
Cool.
So, there's another new sponsor. RC Chop Shop is coming, I believe.
Oh, that's wicked.
So yeah, he reached out to me, and yep.
Yeah, do every year, says GMRCs. Yeah, it's only if you stay up for it though. Like we were RCing in the middle of it, like it was insane. But it hit early last year. I felt like because we were all out walking around, and it was swampy. It was swampy. But dude, the Funko man off of you should put it through the Ring of Fire. That'd be wicked in the Bash area.
Is that the Traxxas Dune buggy? Yeah.
Yeah. I think you can Ring of Fire it.
That thing looks sick.
I saw his. It is absolutely sick. Absolutely. So yeah. Yeah, don't leave anything out in the dew. Cover your stuff. Get your tents down low. If you got like those pop-up tents that cover your tables, bring them low at night. Keep the stuff under it from getting wet.
Another thing, speaking about fires, besides no personal campfires, the campfire that is burning, which is the one that's there all the time,
huge.
Do not adjust it yourself. That is Jeff Walters' thing or Dave Walters' thing. Last year, all of a sudden, it was like 10-foot tall flames. And
people added wood.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it was really tall at one point when I went.
Yeah, I know.
I was actually standing around it. It was already like I went to see it because it was a spectacle.
Right.
Yeah.
I was like, whoa.
But actually, Tyler, we need to get that Funko up to the dunes. Speaking of the dunes and buggies, I took my old Arma Raider XL on 2S brushless with paddle tires. That thing was ripping just wheelies straight. I mean, it was so fast on 2S. It was madness. But yeah.
Hey, you'll have to ride my 4-wheeler this year, because I'll bring it back. Where's yours?
I left my job, so I couldn't buy one.
You're supposed to be selling some RCs.
I did, and I had over $4,000 saved up, and it's all gone. So, expenses I had to put it toward with not having an income coming in. So,
Psycho 13 Garage.
YouTube's way low at the moment, but I need to bring back the store. That's got to be. That was what was really getting me going before when I went to full time.
Oh yeah,
but I haven't put in on it. I haven't put in on the that side of things. and I need to get it going again. But Dirk made it Ohio, and I'll get you up there. Oh, make it to Ohio, and I'll get you up there. At that point, he might as well just make it to Michigan, Joe. He knows I'd get him from the airport.
You know, Jason Reckner used to do the furthest driving distance of attendee and give him $100 cash. Maybe that could come back, Brian Kochner.
Not a bad idea. It's not a terrible idea at all. I need to do some kind of, yeah, that'd be a fun giveaway kind of thing. I have to think about that. The Sore Butt Award. Any rally track. Nope. Not a rally event.
You know what's great is I'm already getting prizes shipped to me. That's unbelievable.
Really?
Yeah. And what's funny is the two new sponsors. Well, RC Chop Shop is new, but Trial and Cow RC have already sent me stuff.
Yeah. These old flapping lips. There is, as far as rally goes, there's an off-road course, but the jumps are small and they're wood. It's pretty much like a rally course, honestly.
Yeah, I was going to
That's
say
what I
rally
ran out
doesn't
there, man.
necessarily. It's not like full send mode for rally.
No,
really.
that's where I made all my send videos for that rally car that were super rad looking. That got like somehow just went viral with it in slow motion, like drift in the corners there. Is at his course. Now I avoided because it's got the air splitter or whatever on the bottom or the wing, and it just hits things. So I didn't hit the jumps. I just kind of avoided them. But yeah.
So on a side note, a friend of mine, a RC friend of mine that I've known, for a long time, he it looks like he just changed jobs possibly. But he was working for a rally team here in Michigan because he would do the snow races or whatever.
Yeah.
And I can't remember the name of it, but yeah, it looks like he just changed to Vermont Sports Car. But yeah, he was all into that for like the last 6-7 years.
I was just telling my kids, I'm like, I want to get on one of those teams and just like work, like volunteer to help them with working on the pre-runners just to learn it and then try and figure out the industry and get into that somehow. That'd be so rad.
What do you need to learn?
Everything.
What, suspension?
Well, I mean, all of the setup stuff on them. Like,
Yeah.
there's a lot that goes into them.
RC can teach you all that too.
I know. It's got me close. It's got me, but it's actually the engine component side of it. That
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Making sure things are firing right and all that. I need to just do welding. I just need to become a welder. I think that'd take me a long way because that's the part, just being able to weld it and fab your own stuff.
Sure.
So,
Tiny Town. Can't forget that. There's quite a few buildings last year. Well, Tony, did you freeze?
no, I was reading somebody sent me a message about the gauntlet.
But yeah, Tiny Town will be back. Missy and Andy, from Family RC camp out right there. And, Missy and I talk all the time, not all the time, occasionally on, ways to make it more interesting or whatever and whatnot. But now Tiny Town is set up for you guys to literally drive your trucks through and take photos. Like pull up to some building, pull up to whatever, and line up like 4 of your buddies' trucks and snap some realistic photos. There's some sweet buildings.
Super cool, yeah.
John Orr, he built, like my fish shanty that I have, my uncle, a replica of my uncle's restaurant, and some other stuff. John Orr is actually going to have a tent this year because he has buildings and outhouses and all this scale stuff to sell. So in fact, he was in there today. He came into the shop today because my water tower that he built me when I opened back several years needs some work because apparently,
People running into it.
yeah, apparently it's like, oh, there's that's an obstacle. Let me run that over, and it's like,
That's funny.
it's like missing like bars and structures, and he's like, I think I'll just rebuild the whole bottom part. I'm like, perfect.
Yeah. These old flapping lips. Where are you coming in from? What area? Hey, George. George is in the house. George Coster. He comes out and gets crazy at
he was at
gauntlet time.
he was at Thursday night
I saw
super.
the pictures. I missed it. So I thought for sure I was going to finally be in town this week, and I might not be. Dude, I can't buy a Thursday night this summer, and a weekend. Like we still got to figure out a date.
Yeah.
I told my wife about it.
Does
we
she
gotta
work
figure out a date.
Mondays? She works Mondays, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I was gonna say because the shop's
And
closed
she
on
does
Monday.
not have any more time off. I never crawled a water tower, but I'm game, says Brian. Hey, Colin B. I saw Colin B. So this is cool. Like Colin, who's in the chat right now, or was 2 minutes ago. I ran into him in Utah at the Monster Jam World Finals, and he came up and said, "Hey," and so that was cool. And I'm like, "Dude, how do you follow?" He's like, "Dude, I watched the live stream and all that." And boom, here he is. Pretty wild, dude. The World Finals were insane. They were good. The real trucks were great as well. The RC stuff this year was one of the best that I've been to. The track was awesome. John Schultz beat Jonathan Schultz, which was amazing. His dad kicked his butt. One of the days. I mean, you don't want to slow motion the final part of the race, but they gave it to him, so it made for a good time. Those guys, I don't know. Did you get to know them through your fast racing stuff, John Schultz?
Yeah,
He's been
I
all
met.
over the place.
Yeah, the original dude from Axial. But
Yeah.
yeah. So yeah, like I sponsored a drag race like 3 or 4 years ago, Straight Line Showdown, and yeah, he was pitting next to me, and so I hung out with him and whatnot. So
Yeah. That's cool. Yeah, they're both fast, dude. They were hitting that. They were the only ones that when they hit that, like, so the real course, they went up into the stands and came back down. So they had this big curve, that elevated curve. Well, they made it out of wood. When those two would hit it, dude, the tires were screeching, going around. Nobody else did that when they hit it. They hit it fast, and they somehow they made it. Hey, there's Jeremy Burris. We were just talking about him.
yeah, yes, Jeremy. Vendors are allowed on Thursday.
George Coster, I've got the Heatwave truck I'd bring for a pre-runner. I don't have anything cool like your custom one. I'd like to have one of those SCX 10-2 custom ones, but I don't have the skills to put it together. And the time is more the issue, but do they run minis there? TRX4M, SCX24, Robert Mitchell. Yes, we do. There's 2 comps for minis.
Yep.
Both on Friday and on Saturday. If I go back to our schedule, what time were they?
4 to 6 on
4 to
Friday.
6 Friday and 2 to 4 on Saturday. And then outside of those times, not right before, because we start setting up and we close the courses down. But after the events, they're just open to crawl on as well. We got 2 trailer courses that have awesome lines. So yeah, you definitely want to run those if you bring them. So yeah. And they're usually really good courses.
There was somebody that was asking maybe to help with the mini comps, and I
Yeah,
told
that's
him
who was texting me when you asked if I was frozen. It was Brody. He's with the and it gone. Something changed. Something changed on my messenger, and I gotta go. I got so many stinking messenger accounts that I never know which one messages are in, and so I miss them all the time, or I lose them, or don't respond because I'm not into the right one. Brody, yes, Brody Crank is with the Great Lakes, the Mitten Crew, Micro Mitten Crew. But I think he's over with the guys in like Flint area that run the course. You mentioned before ACPRC,
ACPRC, yeah.
ACPRC. I think
Yeah,
he
Aaron.
runs with them. Yeah, I think that's where the Micro Mitten Crew is at.
I got to figure out what merchandise I'm gonna do. I have the new logo, the circle logo, of course. That'll be on a shirt. I think I'm gonna do the license plates again. Um,
Oh, these little flapping lips. She's in Midland. Okay, so that's not too bad.
no, 2.5 hours.
He says, "Wow, man, I'm lost." There's more comments than I wasn't paying attention. Is there help for handicapped people?
As far as like we have a handicap bathroom always.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm handicapped, but it depends, if
like
you have
out on the
questions.
trails, you can't really get around out in the trails easily if you're in a cart. Or it'd be difficult. Some handicaps out on the trails because of the terrain, but
Yeah,
up in
it,
the
it,
front
it depends,
area,
like
yeah,
if you're in, if you're an electric wheelchair or whatever, that would be tricky. Um,
in the
but
trails, but on the main area, not too bad.
yeah, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. And you can access purgatory, because purgatory is Friday night, but you can do it, whatever, whenever. You can even do it
And
Friday
people
afternoon.
and
And
and if cars flipped over out on some of the like King of Rocks or like people would totally jump in and help like in a
oh, of
heartbeat. Yeah.
course.
Or even on the 24th and 18th scale courses. So, yep.
Yeah, I mean, even some of the woods is tricky for me to walk through, with my legs. So I just ride my four wheeler.
You were done. I see Jeremy was talking about me falling in. We were mentioning just the do and that was the first time that I went back into the camp area was when we went to check on you. That was brutal with that dew and the slipperiness of everything. Holy cow. Uh oh, he's talking about his pre-runner. Yes, get it running, dude. I'll bring one. Brian Massey's saying, I think a King of Hammer style rock course with some faster sections and rocks would be fun. Like run off road track, then go into the rocks. Keep it 1/10 though. There's nothing like that there. I mean, the only way to do that would be to run if they opened up their off-road course and you went a lap around that and then you jumped into the King of Rocks thing and then jumped back onto the course. But that's not set up. That is not set up. But will the courses be easily marked? David
Oh
Muller.
yes. Oh yes. Plenty of gates. 100 flags on each course.
Yep.
6 different colors. I'm gonna make. I really want to make some like real like. And I mean, I made signs last year. Kind of like start and finish, but I want to make like full wood gates and paint them and whatnot. So
Yes, Robert. There's a shuttle from the main area where the parking is back to the trails.
yes, there's the
Yep.
people mover that it's worked great. I didn't want to flood the page with posts today, so I only did 2. The schedule of events and whatnot, and the informational stuff. And then, um, but yeah, the people mover post. Doo, 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 doo. We have a tractor running. There's a schedule for it. The last trip from the woods. I mean, it's a long day. And Jeff Walter or all these guys are rotating on the tractor and this and that, and
Yeah,
and it's
they're
like,
just working nonstop. Those
yeah,
guys are
and
just
I
working.
mean, not everybody stays up till 2 or 3 in the morning, so I mean, if you're out in the back, well, the last
There
trip
is a last
forward,
call, and they do yell it out.
yeah,
Last
last
ride
trip
out.
is 11 p.m. ish, so.
Yep.
I mean, because by then, it should be kind of winding down. We don't, it's private property. It's, and yeah.
Um, Debo wants to know. They said they had a lot and a half for the FMS tent. They want to know about it getting a double for this time for the FMS
I'm
tent.
not sure what he's referring to. I mean, nobody's reached out from FMS to sponsor the event. I mean, I don't know.
Okay, so let's have to reach out to you.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I posted. I just posted it a few days ago. Become a sponsor. Let us know. I mean, I know Frank was there. The biggest thing is because we're, people are wanting, 20-foot spaces or this and that. But the thing is that I think this year I need to do it 20 feet deep instead of 20 feet wide.
Right.
Like, because,
Turn
to
them
make,
sideways and have them have side accesses to each one.
right,
Yeah, because you're only so long.
where you walk in the front and it's just 10 foot wide, but then it goes 20 feet deep.
Right.
And then you may or may not be able to tent by your tent, camp by your tent because of it. I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Um,
You're getting more
right. So,
vendors. Although where you had Canyon RC, if you went down that way too, that first row would be pretty cool too, because that takes you
yeah,
out that way around it.
yeah.
If you have more,
I felt
you
that was
could start.
a pretty
I
good
think
option because you're literally facing the front crawler course.
all of that stuff, yeah.
Yeah, all
And
day,
I think
all
if you had
night.
more of them down that line, because people are going wider, that you'd have an L of these sales stuff. I think would draw people down that, because I didn't even know they were there at first. We bought our Grom there, and I don't even know how we were going somewhere else. I'm like, dude, there's another shop over here, and then we ended up buying the Grom because they were running. Who was it? Go Man Go was there running his Mojave Grom, and then Matt's son. What's Matt's son's name? Matt Flanders.
Oh, Milo.
Milo, and they were running their Grom, and so Dom was like, "I want one of those." So they had one, and we ended up getting it. But I told him, like, I looked, they don't have any here, and then he was like, "They do." I'm like, "Oh, okay, well, we'll do that." But yeah, I think if you have it going down that line, it'd be awesome. But having that L shape kind of, because that's that main thing, like wrapping around all those courses there.
Right.
And then the Ring of Fire. That's when actually we were going to Ring of Fire. That's when I saw they were there.
Right.
And they were still
I
open.
mean,
Like,
it was last year was the first time that we had to do that
yeah.
the other section,
Well,
and
I'm
I
not
mean,
a good, like, so me saying I didn't see it, I'm walking around like
yeah,
this.
you got your blinders on.
24 scale and like what we have going on. I
Oh
don't
yeah,
leave it
yeah.
much, right? So everyone else was buying stuff there. I'm just saying when he finally was like, "Dad, look at here, they've got it." And I'm like, "Oh, all right, we'll buy it." So, no, Brian Costner, there's no required scale drivers. This is Michigan. We just want to have the best driving vehicles. We don't care about the
A
looks of
new
them.
rule. Where did you hear that's a new rule? I mean,
Some other probably some other rules of some. Who would do it? Who's the rule people?
me.
Well, I mean, who's the like scale rules company? What are they called again? That everybody gets their rules from?
Oh,
Here's their base.
the one that was formerly Sorca Light.
Sorka, yeah.
Well, all right, yeah, I'm not going down the path of Sorca.
Right.
So,
Right. Man, that beer semi, we need to pay that guy to be back. Like we should raise a donation thing to have that guy back with us.
I need to try and get my SCX6
Thank you everybody with the
customization up.
Sorkas. Dude,
Man,
yeah, with your speakers.
yeah.
Yeah, you do need to. Uh,
I almost want to buy a second set of speakers and then just then be obnoxious.
I was gonna say
I
Brian doesn't put scale drivers in his trucks.
I bought
Um,
Horizon had that super sale on the 6 clear Jeep bodies
uh-huh.
for like $50, and so I got one
Well,
for
you wanted to do
myself.
the cut. Yeah, you wanted to
Yeah,
cut your.
I want to cut the top and the back off so it's a drop top, and then put the speakers in the back, and
Put a bimini on it. That'd be sweet. Just get a fabric bimini on the top.
do some kind of old school kind of whatever paint scheme.
Brian says he was kidding. Nope, too late. You've been ostracized from the community for requiring drivers. Sorka, yeah. Yeah, that's the hardest thing. Actually, 32. There's so many rigs I want to bring. I sold a ton, dude. Somebody got a killer deal on a Vanquish last year. I sold
Hey,
my Vanquish ready to run. Oh my gosh, somebody had a killer deal on it.
hey,
Uh,
I might be interested in stuff. You never know.
yeah, I'm bringing stuff, dude. We've been working on it. We just
It's
fixed
if you
so
have
many
Jason
cars,
if you have Jason Reckner level of fire sales, then yeah, we let me know.
dude.
Like,
I'm low. I lowball most things. So
I know, so does Jason Reckner.
yeah.
Like
So I've got a
something
bunch.
that should go for like 400, he's like, 200 maybe.
Yeah, I know, dude. I sold the SCX6 for how much was it? Is Truck Tech Joe still here? I know it was Truck Tech Joe, and because I was with those guys, I was with Truck Tech Joe, and I just saw um Josh from Jim's Hobbies and Truck Tech Joe. Yeah. And we were riding back, and I sold my SCX6 to a kid on the back of the wagon, and I think I sold it for like 300, 350. And I had a brand new Spectrum servo in it. Like they're nice big servos. They're like the servo itself is like $250.
Yeah.
I just put it in the night before.
Oh, I need to order I
Oh,
need an
it's not.
NSDRC servo for my 6.
uh, guaranteed not to be undersold. Yeah. So I've got some Team Corrales I'm going to sell, but I'm probably going to sell them at the point where it's like, dude, just for the electronics is worth it. You know, like
Right.
strip the car if you want. Although I did see one of them had bad lands on it. I'd have to put stock tires back on it. Because those bad lands alone cost me a
Oh
buttload.
yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, I've got I think 2 Corrales. One I'll probably end up selling as a roller though, and then one that'll be ready to run. Probably bringing my Red Cat Kaiju. I got some Sen trucks. I need space. Like I don't have enough shelves, and I have them up here. I've got all these shelves. I've got basement in the basement of my garage shelves, and then they're just all over the floors. So I just need to get rid of them so I can have something new came in the mail today that I can't say what it is yet. That's gonna be a fun truck to run. Some company was like, "Hey, you're back," and I'm like, "Yes, I am." So I have something new that's gonna be pretty rad. But yeah, it's good.
Ugh.
Bring me the Wilkie boat. That's no fun. Oh, that's the opposite of not fun. That's amazing fun. Yvette Gonzalez says, I like the beer guy too.
Yeah, I made somebody had a video and they sent it to me and I made a reel out of it.
These old flapping lips, you need to reach out to me again about that bass. I can't find our conversation on Messenger. If you still have it, we got to work something out. What's that? Tony hiding a flask of Jack, it sounds like. I can't do Jack. It makes me hurt. Dr. Popper, the worst person ever. I do videos of pew pews, which are, we know what those are, and RC. They're age restricted, but I was just told by another YouTuber RC cars are toys and I'm stupid. I don't get what he's saying. I get the one thing is being age restricted. I don't know about the RCs. Oh, I got you, George. I knew what you're saying. I have more video of it. I took it and I was jumping it behind the wake of the boat. It was super fun. That boat's really cool. So
It's so funny how I get messages when I'm actually
going, I know.
yeah, I'm like wait a minute.
Yeah. Also, I should mention this. I'm going to be on Crawler Tracks live stream tomorrow night, answering questions and probably talking a little bit of history for the channel and RC for me. Should be interesting. It's always fun when you're on a different channel and kind of talking to potentially people that may not know your story.
So the full events, Purgatory Friday night, 24th Comp Friday, King of the Rocks Friday. Saturday is the actual Gauntlet Comp, which is a separate area. Will open up another 24th Comp. I really liked lightening the load on Saturday last year. I shifted like King of the Rocks to Friday, and I think that worked out great.
Yeah, because there's a lot. Just the gauntlet alone is such a
Right.
big
Especially,
thing.
once I determined to set up 6 trails with 100 gates, 600 gates, and it's like, go out and try to do them all.
Yeah,
And then of course Ring of Fire should be both nights again. The night crawls, Friday night crawl is up front typically. Saturday night, you got both up front and also go out to the woods as well. So
there's a lot that happens in that short amount of time, and it also carries over to Sunday.
yep. You
Open
can,
trail.
Sunday is tied in with the event now. We don't have anything planned on Sunday because it's like 50-50 or so, or even 75-25 on when people leave and pack
Right.
up and,
Well, because people are used to just getting up and going,
right. So, well,
but
and Dave
trails will be
Walter,
open.
yeah, Dave
But you
Walter
just
said,
have to pay.
promote it, that way people, because in the past we'd have some guys leaving Saturday night, and it's like, they're skipping the night crawl or whatever, but it's like, and I can understand if you got a long whatever drive. You
Yeah,
don't have a long drive,
I
but
don't. I leave right
but
after the award show usually.
yeah,
Uh,
get up, you can hit the trails again, whatever.
But
So
it'd be great for people like me that don't have time to hit the trails during the event, even
right,
like
right.
because we're running the Saturday and Friday, we're running events, and so we don't actually get out. Although a,
You just
a
need
good crew of
to
us last year did go and do it,
you
and
just need to break your habit of only staying at the trailer.
well, it's tough because so
Oh,
many
I
people
know.
come by,
Sure, sure.
and then you get stuck there. But we did get out before Saturday, so Saturday morning we went and ran.
Yeah.
Just fun trails. And then we came back and busted butt because we got to then build the track and get all the computer stuff ready. Because we keep track of it and try to keep the tabulation because somebody's got to do all the scores and the tabulating and which
Right.
groups and who's, which is the highest score or lowest score, I guess. But
Oh,
yeah,
speaking of mini gauntlet comp for you, let me know if you're going to change any of the rules. Otherwise, I can just use last year's. So
I don't think we plan to. I'll
probably
reach
not.
out to some of the guys, but I don't think we plan to. As far as scoring, the only thing would be maybe if we have to be a little bit more precise about the rules for the classes, but I don't think so. I
Yeah,
would say just
I could
keep
just
it where
roll
it is.
with
The whole
last year
point is
and
to not have a lot of rules.
right. Yeah,
Like
because
we
I still
want as
need to
many
post.
people to be able to do it as possible.
Right. Oh
And
yeah,
so we
hundred
have
percent.
brushed and brushless, and that's basically the breakdown, right? And if you're a wide truck, it hurts you. So, but the thing is, we're not taking wide SCX 24s as 18 scale. It's got to be
Right.
started as
It has to be billed as an 18 scale.
TRX4 or Red Cat or FMS or any of them that are categorized as technically the FMS SCX24. That's 18 scale. I mean, they come 18 scale width, so and they're just bigger. They're 18 scale. So
Yeah.
even though it's all the FMS pretty much count as 18 scale, except for their really mini ones. But yeah. Okay, so now I've got a great idea for next year. Maybe this year, get this on the calendar. Trailing. He says below. For the love of God, trailing with Tony, and put it as a time slot. Nope, you wouldn't want to trail with me. That's for sure.
Yeah, he flips over and
But
stuff.
if we got Harley Designs in, we would put that on the schedule without telling him, and then just be like, "Hey, let's go out to the trail at this time," and then everybody would be there, and then everyone would walk with him, and I'm sure he would love it. It'd be his favorite thing ever. So now that I don't think the Pro Line by the Fire is that same weekend. I'm gonna
Nope.
push him.
Nope. Because the head organizer of Pro Line by the Fire was at Reaction a month ago for the
I know, Andrew.
factory tour, and it was funny because I was talking and telling him about the gauntlet and whatnot, and I said, he's like, "What were the dates?" And I said, "Oh, September 20th or whatever," and and I said, Pro Line by the Fire used to be the same weekend, but I think they moved it because of this event. And he's like, "No, I moved it because it was too hot." So now that's in October.
Oh, okay. Well, they should be there too. Then Andrew should come up for it. Horizon
Yeah,
can send
yeah,
somebody.
yeah. Both.
Horizon, I'm talking
Yeah,
to you right now.
right. I know. I talked to
Send
both of
somebody up.
them. I gave him some reaction shirts. I gave him, the gauntlet
You
info.
don't even have to do anything for it. Just show up.
Right.
Just have a booth. Talk about your cool stuff. Your
Yeah.
Helamon, which is the weirdest spelling ever. Why use words like that are just going to stump people? Why?
Well, sometimes bad marketing is good marketing because everybody can't. Then they talk about how to pronounce it correctly, and
Jorts and New Balance required for trailing with Josh.
oof.
I thought he liked Crocs. These are just trails. We're not on rocks. He could wear his Crocs, his orange Crocs.
Oh, did you see the shoes that I posted? You got to bring the page back up and scroll down because I made a post talking about it. It's a rain or shine event, and
Yeah.
so like I showed
Where's that?
some uh, some things to bring, some whatever ponchos and a tent and but little lower. Keep going, right there. Check out those shoes. You need some of those.
Oh, I like them. Rain or shine. That is Michigan for sure. Oh, look at that. Get your Nintendo Switch stuff in it. Carabiner gum. Got a fanny pack on the shoes.
Yeah.
I like it. You should bring some chapstick though, and a lightsaber.
Yeah. Totally need a lightsaber out there.
Hoodies for evening. These tents are crucial for keeping your stuff dry overnight.
Now, there will be reaction hoodies, with my new logo, and then there'll be
Gauntlet.
gauntlet hoodies, of course, and full merch tent. I mean, Man, I
Your
went
new
full
logo.
tilt. I went full tilt last year on man. I sold a lot. It was great.
Yeah. Um, yeah, it's a great time, you guys. But we did get rain. I was gonna say it hasn't rained ever, but it did for a brief second last year. Like for 30 minutes, it rained. So I pulled my tents down. Everything had to come in. I made the kids take our tent down so it wouldn't be wet that they set up. I'm like, guys, don't set it up now. They're like, it won't rain, Dad. I'm like, it's gonna rain. Well, then it was gonna rain. I made him take the tent down. Everything under our pop-up tent, dropped that all the way down. And but it only lasted for a short time, and then the whole rest was beautiful weather. So, but knock on wood, the weather has been like
Oh,
75
last year
degrees,
was a little warm
a
one
little
day.
warmer, 80s, but it's been so beautiful.
Oh,
Is there a way to order reaction merch or gauntlet merch? You could place an order
um,
through me, Dirk, and we can make it happen. I can get it to you. I have shipping capabilities.
and something that I've been considering, is to actually do a reaction website. But
You should do it. Axial 32 says he missed out and couldn't make it last year. My boys wear those gauntlet sweatshirts all the time.
yeah,
All the time they wear the gauntlet sweatshirts.
the ones I gave you, or yeah, see,
All the time.
walking billboards.
Yep, they are. Oh, Brian Massey likes that idea. He says, oh, reaction website.
Dirk, I have 4X and 5X even. You got to cover all the bases.
First year was the worst, 95 and humid. Wow, that for September, that's brutal for Michigan. That's not normal for September.
Man,
September
who made that
usually,
comment? Coster?
yeah.
I was like, I'm
September
trying to think
in
of who was
oh,
at the first one. I mean, I wasn't at the first one, but I'm
it's
like,
so good. September in Michigan is idyllic. Like it's the best weather you could have, pretty much, usually. Yeah, Dirk, we'll get you something, man. I got your address. I got the shipping stuff. Zach Detweiler. Same class rules. Yes. We're not going to change it up. The courses are the same.
yeah. Same
Rules are
with
the
10,
same.
same,
Same
same
tire
with the 10
size
scale side.
things.
The 10 scale side, same rules as we've
Yep.
always done. Keep it simple, keep it what people know, and
Yep.
you know.
Yep. There is a class for your rig. We'll just say that pretty much. Actually, we don't have really tire size rules, do we? Because we're just doing brushed or brushless, I think.
Yeah, that's what you've always done. So.
Yeah.
Well, because I mean, you slap on some 74 millimeter tires and it's not going to help you.
Not really. Because those class 2 guys, anyway, our class 2, they kick even class 3 butt with their small tires. So I know where you live, Dirk.
He's going to be at your house later tonight.
That can't work unless somebody stops time somehow. But well, actually, with time traveling back in time, and maybe, but not really. Not doable.
Well, it might be 4 or 5 a.m., but he'll be there.
Wow, George has been to every one.
Yep.
There is a limit. There is a tire limit for both classes, 63 to 64. Not like ginormous.
Yeah.
So we did limit them, but it's not. So our normal rules limit for class 2 how big they can be. But we're trying to be inclusive. People are coming in. Most people don't do mini comps, and we want them to be able to participate. So we're just like, hey, if you got one, bring it. You brushed or brushless, 24 scale, stick them in. But people that know what they're building, I mean, rules are not. They're all basically class 3, except brushed or brushless.
Right, exactly.
If you're really so.
Man, I just saw 48 people watching. Man.
Yep. So, yeah, I mean, at some point, things don't get better. But those guys with the brush trucks, Will and Dana and Milo, and
Oh yeah.
I mean, all of them can drive so good. Matt, and then that's from our group. But and then outside of that, September 19th through 21st, Brian. Oh yeah, Venge RC is showing up with stuff. But he really can bend the rules in, because we're just saying brushed or brushless. He can go crazy bodied and any of that stuff. Brush. He can run them in both classes. The only thing we say is one per class with these, because just time constraints in our window that we have. Oh, and George Coster. I mean, he comes in and kicks butt too. So anyway, but then we've got now out of state guys. We've got people that don't run in our crew that came in last year and were super good. Thank you for the reminder, Dana. And Dana, I haven't seen you in forever. For freaking ever. He's doing his real car shows and stuff. Summer in Michigan. It's too magical. Yes, Brian, that means you'd be in the same. You'd be in the brushless class. Brushed and brushless classes. Over the 2 days, it was, about 200 cars. It was just under like 190.
Yeah.
It was a lot. Yep. Axel's going to a car show in Zealand after work. Yeah, they're all over in the summer.
Yeah.
But I need to get Dana over to race he'd be fun to race the Mojave Groms races I want to do. I'm trying to make a fleet of my own Mojave Groms.
Dana's all about short course.
I know, but I'm all like, you have to run the course ones. You can't bring your own. Got to run stock radios, stock. And we turn them down to 75% for my little track area. But man, they're a riot. They are a riot.
At your house?
Yeah, I have a little dirt track. I just burned all the stuff again. I was out there with the burner today.
I watched your videos.
Yeah. Dude, they're a riot. So Actually 32 says, count me in, I'll come in at the same time. We should get Jeff out there racing them too. Yeah, I've got 3 brushless ones. My goal is to have 5, and I'll take the brushed bodies and put them on those brushless cars too, so they all have different bodies. Because I have 2 brushed ones.
More, just let me know. I'll get them.
Yeah. So, but the thing is, I just want them to be the track ones so that people can't modify them. I don't want people doing shock work or any work. They're all like right out of the box.
Right.
It's all about just having fun and bumping and grinding them and laughing. So,
yeah.
They aren't Typhon Groms. They're the Mojave Groms, which are, if you guys haven't seen the brushless ones, they're just wicked good. Like aluminum shocks. They come with the metal gears and the diffs. So the upgrades, they come with the brushless system. Like everything about it is upgraded from the other ones, and they're at 50%. They're faster than the brushed ones. But yeah, maybe we'll bring them up to reaction or to the Gauntlet too, and just have a fun little go at the oval with them or something. I don't know. We brought them anyway. That's where we bought our first Groms, was at the Gauntlet.
Yeah,
because the kids were having so much fun with them. But I feel like the smaller the course and the tighter it is, just go crazy with it. Yeah, Dana can't leave anything stock. Yeah, his is not running a stock brushless system. He upgraded his own on his own Hobby Wing, I think. Anyway, Dana got us all hooked. I blame him. But back to the Gauntlet. It's going to be a riot, you guys. If you like crawling, if you like beautiful weather, can't guarantee that. But it's pretty pretty guaranteed almost. Just it's
Yeah,
Michigan
it's
September. It's a magical time to be in Michigan. It's lies.
Well, I think it was
I'll be there.
2022. 2022, we had that storm roll through at like 4 a.m. or something, and like
We'll talk
it.
about that. Didn't happen. It's glorious.
Okay, Mr. Generator, not working.
Remember that with the RV?
Yeah.
It got warm. It got warm.
Tony's running his own sweatshop.
No, we don't. I don't age restrict any of my videos, Dr. Popper. That was a whole thing with the kids rule, whatever. That's not our audience. These cars are for people over 14. We're just in the general. What town is this in? It's basically
It's
in
Saranac, Michigan.
Saranac, Michigan. It's kind of between Lansing and Grand Rapids, like right in the middle almost.
Yep.
Bigger town city. You'd look at Ionia.
Yeah,
right.
That would be
That'd
the
be the
closest
hotel.
town. 6 miles away. Yeah.
Yeah, closest hotels would be in Ionia.
Yep. That's where I
Some
stay.
people stay in Grand Rapids by the airport. That's the other kind of close hotel.
Yeah.
But it's still 25 minutes from there. 30.
Well, 28th Street's not bad. If you could, that's where, like, because that's by the airport, exit 43.
That's what I'm saying. That's about 25 minutes.
But
there's a ton of stuff there. Restaurants, shopping, all kinds of stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
A lot more hotel options and,
yep.
you know, and of course, food. I mean, because 28th Street is the street in Grand Rapids.
Yep.
So.
I can be Grand Rapids in 220, says these little flapping lips. Yeah, so that's Midland. I grew up in Fenton, which is just south of there. Dr. Popper, just don't block your whole channel. Just do the RCs or create a separate channel. That's what I do. You can have as many channels as you want on YouTube. I've got several. Yeah, we hung out in like Davison area a lot. These little flapping lips. So we were up in that kind of area, Bay City, Davison. Yep.
I'm sitting on quite a few vehicles, you know, so I'm probably gonna have some deals in the shop. You know, like I got a bunch like those Heritage Edition Broncos, the white and red ones. Yeah, I have like 10 or 11 of those. So I need to
24 ones.
Yeah, I need to sell a few off.
There you go.
I got some, you know, they had a deal on the white Gladiators, you know, so
those ones are pretty sick though. The Gladiator length, like mine does.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, with any truck, oops, I just talked about it. Whatever. But you know, with anything, it's a new truck. You know, whatever you do with the body, you know, swap it, do whatever you want, you know.
Yeah.
You just have a fresh truck and do something.
Trail Crawlers RC says third year for me and worth a 4.5 hour drive from Cleveland. Looking forward to seeing you there, Dennis.
A couple weeks ago, I got in a Endura order for tires for 24 scale. I ordered every tire they sell, every size, except for the pin tires.
Yeah, those weren't that great.
That's why I didn't order. Nobody asked for them. Nobody, you know, it's just like, you know.
Yeah. The best tires are still the Scramblers.
I got them
Patagonias.
in. I got them in. I got Patagonias in.
Do you?
I got Mudslingers in.
I will be in for them. I will be in to get it.
And possibly returning this year as a sponsor will be RC 4-wheel drive.
Oh.
Yep.
Do they know how well people like their tires?
She called me 3 weeks ago or whatever, and we were talking about, you know, direct buying and stuff. But then I said, so who do I talk to about the Gauntlet? And she's like, what? That would be me. I'm like, perfect.
Tell her to send Scramblers for giveaways. That's what everybody wants.
Oh, yeah. Well, I bought 20 pairs, and then I will
be in.
And then I bought 30 or 40 pairs. I would have bought more Scramblers, but that's all they had. And then, but I bought like 30 or 40 pairs of the mudslingers because I mean those tires just sell. So
Oh yeah, just a reminder: the expressway is still under construction. That is true. So near them, there's construction outside of Lansing. So depending on where you're coming from, could be more time.
well, they got 60 days to fix it. So
Don't they know it?
I'll call MDOT. I'll be like, look.
I need the contact info of this RC four-wheel drive person. I just want to thank them for the scramblers, and tell them they need to make a smaller version as well. Is Flub
Just
RC coming this year?
no.
No, you haven't heard from them.
No. Just email support at rc4wheeldrive.com. That's where it all goes.
Yep, and email the companies and tell them that the ones that you want to show up. Be like, dude, have you guys heard of the Gauntlet? Are you coming to the Gauntlet?
Yeah. There's some more I got to reach out to,
I don't think
like,
Flub was there last year. They had some of their drivers there, but they weren't there
Right.
themselves.
Yeah.
They've been keeping pretty busy, just keeping their stuff going. I'll be honest. Like their
for
order
sure.
fulfillment is crazy right now. I'm sure. Dot House Rots. Yes, there are some killer mud bogs in our state. Has everyone forgotten about brushed motors?
Go Mango. Scramblers for life. As he walked in and buys like all the new tires, Bossmans and Megalithic 63s. he bought the rock bumps.
Did he? He loves tires, man.
Oh yes.
But I
Yes,
see him
yes.
come back to the scramblers. He knows, or at least he knows what they do. Like,
Right.
so
Right.
yeah. It's always worth seeing if there's better stuff out there, but it's tough if you've run one tire for so long too that you just kind of get used to. But they're
Sure.
also narrow. Like that's one of the
Well,
good things about
yeah.
them. Dina's a tire whore. George. The Bossmans are a good tire. What are those? Are those J Concepts?
Yeah. They released
Trenchers are
they
pretty
released
good.
they released them in 10 scale like 3-4 months ago, but then like I'd say a month ago they released the small ones.
Oh, speaking of gems earlier, he's here now. How's Jericho's ankle and shin?
Of course Steve said trenchers for the win.
Trenchers are awesome.
You know what's funny is that was my like the hardest selling tire. And then all of a sudden like Dana tried them or something and then all of a sudden it was like
Dude, Will kills it with them.
yeah, and
Will.
I was just like I was like, okay, I've never sold this many trenchers. Like,
Yeah. I figured Jericho's limping around still. He's probably got bandages on his left leg. We went up to Sand Dunes. I met him up there, and Dominic hit him with the Mojave 4S in the shin.
Ooh, yeah.
Bang!
Nice.
I'm like, what the? Jericho's like, it's okay. Just glanced it. It wasn't bad. And later, he's like, has anybody got band-aids? and then later, I actually got it on film, Josh. Josh was driving. What was he driving? Were you driving the monster truck at that point? Anyway, he clipped him in the Achilles on the back of the Gorgon. Yeah, he clipped him in the back of the ankle with that thing, like right on the Achilles. That hurts. Like your storm door rides up on you because it closes too fast when you're walking in with groceries, and it just Oh, I hate getting caught up there, but
I think my prosthetic leg could put a hurting on a truck if it ran into me.
you'd be all right. Yeah, and Jem's obviously hit him pretty quick when he hit him. One was on his right leg, one was on his left. Poor guy's not able to walk by the end of the day, I don't think. Scramblers. Why are you laughing at scramblers, Jason Moore? They're the best.
So AJ that works for me?
Yep.
So he has Mojave 6S.
Yeah.
And he only runs it on like 3S or so. And they're out at the dunes like 2 years ago or something. And he lets his dad drive it. What does his dad do? Run into AJ.
It's tough because It's such a big area. You're just letting it go, and you're not thinking people are going to be just where they are.
Well,
And
you
you
gotta
come up
look.
over
You
a
gotta look
hill.
at. You gotta learn to look ahead of the truck, not at the
Yeah,
truck.
but there's so much room. You're looking ahead, but like looking ahead is over your shoulder because you're coming cresting that hill, and you're like, why would you walk over there? I think we need to have one of those like where you all stand in like a circle, and that way you know that you won't hit somebody. It was pretty funny.
I think some vehicles and how fast they are. I think you should have to pass a driving test to even own it.
Yeah. We have the 6S one over here. I need to get a new diff for it, or I need to have the diff looked into. Or what it is that went on me. I went to run it at the Bass Rec, and it just something. One of the diffs went. Zzz. You can hear it moving, but I think the center diff just crapped the bucket. So, and it had before, but I just shoved a whole bunch of earplugs in it, and we're good for a while.
Right.
So maybe they're messed up.
That's like the transmission shops that throw a bundle of bananas in the transmission and send it out the door.
That'll work for a little while. But yeah, I'm in the middle of working on stuff. I should move that down to the basement where I'm working on everything. I got a bunch fixed today, which is good. And I got my 1-to-1 fixed.
I just don't own a lot of RCs, and that's how I don't have to do as much work.
Yeah, well, we had that one group from the church with all the kids, and they broke like 12 of them in one outing, and they just been sitting in the garage because they broke them. Like lots of stuff was broken, and then I'd fix one. I'm like, oh, that's gone too. Like there's a whole missing drive shaft. I'm like, where did that go? So yeah, I fixed what I thought was the problem, and then I realized there's more wrong with it. Yeah, I broke an A-arm, or I fixed the A-arm, but then I realized there's no drive shafts. I'm like, dang it. But yeah, driver area gems. I'm going to be heading back up there. You guys just missed it because when you left, all of the Midwest Dirt Fest guys came down Sunday, and I think today too. So Blake Wilkie and the Eisenhower brothers, and they're all up there tearing it up. And me, I came back on Sunday. So you missed that. All right, well, let's wrap this up. Hour and a half. Last words of nuggets from Jeff about the gauntlet for anybody?
I do want to run down all the current sponsors for this year.
Let's do it.
Title sponsor NSDRC once again, Reaction RC Hobbies, CCXRC, Cow RC, Helios RC, Boom Racing, RC Addict, Darkwoods RC Park, RC Chop Shop, Bauhaus RC, Trio Hobby, and Family RC.
Nice. Sweet. Thank you to all of them for supporting it. It's going to be a great year.
Should be
maybe
good.
The best yet.
Should be good.
Hopefully more trucks than last year.
Whew, last year
there's a lot. But
Dave Walter told me that we're approaching capacity.
Really?
And because we even opened up area last year. I mean, we just need to pack you guys in tighter. But
yeah, for camping.
But yeah, I mean, I had there was over 500 registered drivers, between kids and everybody, and then there's families and this and that. I'm estimating 700 people on site. And then you multiply that, and let's say everybody had 3 trucks. 1,500 trucks at least on site. It's like, man,
Yes, Tyler, bring your tools. Actually, I've got plenty of tools. I've got lots of tools.
More tools, the merrier.
But I've got a lot. I've got kits up here, downstairs, in the truck. There's tools everywhere. Just need to remember everything that's broken. That's the problem. I got to fix the Typhon because I got new Luis RC tires to put on it, but I can't run them until I fix the truck or the Typhon. So tents only, Jason Moore says. That'd save some room. What's up, Slaters RC? We're ending. We'll see you guys. Thanks for tuning in as always.
Yeah, man. Talk to you guys later.
Peace.
Peace.